the CEO, Klarna, going to be, of course, doing the honors, as you might expect. Big IPO today. Where it was priced roughly a $15 billion market value at open, Jim. But, of course, we'll see how it performs as, again, one of the more high-profile IPOs we've seen. Now not just buy now, pay later, by the way.
Right. They seem to have wanted it higher, right? They didn't. The underwriters went lower, get it taken high. These guys,
they got it done at, what, 40,
yeah,
right? Yeah, so,
yeah.
Smart guys. As our viewers know, it may be a while till it opens. It's been around for a long time. As high as $45 billion value at one point. SoftBank put money in.
The product's great. Now, David,
what do you got for the Mad Dash?
Okay, I'm going to make a bold call here. I have not really cared for the stock of Nike for a long time.
Okay.
That's over. I think just as Lululemon, decent, it's time to buy Nike. Count.
Hey guys, morning. Coming on a little later this morning, man. What a morning. Things are going to be going up today. So the first thing I'm going to look at the opening is Oracle. Now, so often what happens is after a meteoric rise like this, that the big money is on the shorts. That is not working for me. So hang on, guys. I'm going to have to restart this. One more thing to happen to me. Give me a second here. Yeah, I got to make sure I don't show my password. And I have moments to do this. Okay, how's everybody doing on this fine morning? This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. And with all the security things, it's such a problem to get on and off these days. But I often have to restart when my charts don't line up right on this thing. So I do have power, right? Okay. Yeah, so our big news of the day, and I'm going to, if I have time, I'll start to read stuff, but is Oracle, a large cap that moved so far, so fast. It's just unbelievable. I just have a few moments to try to do something with that at the open if I do anything, which I might want to wait a beat for that. Let me get this stuff set up for you guys better. There we go. Okay. So you're back with me. I'm on Oracle. I got sound for you. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually adjust my screen. So what I was saying earlier is, well, this is Professor with Day Trading for Success, and that I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so please seek the advice of someone licensed before you try to emulate anything here. And I never recommend you trading at the open, as you know. But this is going to be interesting because it's already hit its, I think it broke its high was at, yeah, there's the high right there. Let's give that a mark just so we have it. It's 61. And I think there could be a push up, but then I think short's going to be the way. So, or there might be an instant profit taking here. So you got to be really careful trading anything like this that's so volatile. And a large cap is what we want to do normally, right? Because that is, you know, is the conservative way to trade, right? So we're looking for that. Just make sure I'm set to go here. And now the minute and a half that I have left, just not enough time to do what I need to do here. But this is set on 15. I was on another platform a minute ago, and I've come back over, and I think there's going to be a lot of day traders who are sitting it out, but I think it's good news generally. Everything's going up. So let's see if that's going to continue. Yeah, because NVIDIA's up to 176. AMD's recovered up to 163 from 150. Hood is up to 120 now. And Oracle's not actually hitting my scanner, but I definitely want to watch this morning. I'm not going to set anything on the ladder. God, maybe I should. Oh, I haven't had time to assess this. It's just so often this is a straight short situation for the day, but it's so weird that it moved this high that I don't know how to play this. I guess I will go on the ladder. So 2261 is its high. So if it breaks its high, come on, not much time here now. Oops, it went too far. I'll go in a buy right there. I'll try a buy right there and just see. I think it might just go straight off, though. Now, I swore to myself I wasn't going to do this after it screwed me up. They gave me my money back on Tesla for the way it messed me up. Yeah, see, people are taking profit. That's what I thought was going to happen. It's just going to go straight down. Now, a bunch of people are playing it both ways on different platforms. So let's just see what happens here. It might just go straight down like 20, 30 bucks today. I'm going to wait for the second candle before I get out of this move. I'm not looking to buy a dip to go up, though. I think it might go short. So many people, oh, I missed it, and they jump on, and then it's done, and it just goes straight down for the day. So that's sort of the secret to a lot of these people making money is riding the short back down after it makes such a huge move on the post and pre-market. So we got to watch out for that. But it might go a ways first, so I'm going to look at the chart to assess where I'd want to go short with it in a minute. So we're on the second candle now. This is a real anomaly, a large cap moving this kind of. So it's kind of you're in new territory here. So, but I like it that a large cap's doing that. I'm a large cap trader. So here it goes. It's going to pick me up. Yeah, everything is moving off of this news. Yeah, forecast 2.9 for the PPI. NVIDIA bullish, AMD bullish. Palantir is slightly bullish. BABA is neutral. CoreWeave is neutral. Robinhood neutral. SMCI neutral. HIM's slightly bullish. Oh, SMCI is slightly bearish. Marvel slightly bullish. RKLB is neutral. These are ones that hit the scanner on my coded scanner. Oracle strong bullish. Interesting. They still say it's going to go up. SPY is bullish. QQQ is bullish. So we're waiting for it to pick me up here if it's going to do it. I'm up $2. There it goes. It just picked me up. So, and then fell right off. All right. We like it. Let's go, baby. That's only 50 shares, guys. That was already up $1. Now that might have been it. So I got to be careful it doesn't do a big flush here. I'm going to probably get out if I get a chance up here a little higher. Yeah, so it's a quick $60 trade. Now, part of me says just walk away. You know how often I do this, right? We're only going for $150, so now there's only 90 left to go, right? If I'm just going for the goal. But the fear of missing out, Professor, is like, come on, man. Look at all this money to be made on Oracle. Would you want a teacher in your class acting like that? No, you wouldn't. He's too excitable. There it goes, man. God, it's $3 up. I'd be 150 now. Is it just gonna? At some point, this thing is gonna fall, guys. That's what we got to be careful about. The spread is redonkulous on this, so man, why? It's not that good of news. Why? The market is so emotional, even with a large cap like this. Just craziness. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lower this so I can do a bigger, in view of our goal, I don't want to have 50 shares. So in view of that pullback, I'm going to try at 505 and see if I can, see, even with that 20 shares, that got me pretty high up there for, see, with this share size, I can hold longer for a bigger move, I figure. So that's why I'm doing that. Is it done? Is it done? I'm wondering. No, it is not done. Okay, broke $100 on that second trade. Just 20 shares, guys. This is not normally how I reckon, and of course, if I held it, I thought maybe it was going to do the. I have no data to go by, so this is controlling your losses. This is what this is about. Like if it starts to go, get the heck out. Don't wait for it to recover. Just get out and then reassess. That's all you can do here, you know. Or you could just hold into infinity hoping it's going to go up. I'm just telling you, there's no data other than it's bullish. Ride it up. It's bullish. So, God, here we go. You know, let's ride it up. Now, if you can't trade these kind of shares, you know, maybe put in 1 share, 2 shares, 5 shares. Still, the same logic is going to happen here. So it's not exactly just whipping up, right? So it did go up from the open. $8 already. These are the kind of numbers you don't see on large caps very often. A Tesla, yeah. So it's kind of exciting. I like exciting. Now I happen to know that we have some huge 5,000 shares being dropped just one floor below me here. And people are making huge money this morning. And Charlie's right now down with them, learning to trade with the big, large share size guys. And they've already made their weekly nut just trading that for between the 1 and 5,000 shares. It easily got picked up, no problem. Of course, it's on alternative routing that they're using, so, and a lot of them are on Lightspeed. Pay per trade, not per share. That's the way you want to do that. So it was a good start. If I don't blow it, you know, it's a good start. So let's do this. Let's even do safer so we can't lose all the money if we want to keep trading the stock. I'll go down to 10 shares and see if I can catch a dip here. So I'd like to get down in this level, like 25, maybe the 25. Yeah, I'm not going to set the dollar. They're off of the... oh, I took it down. Oh, I took down the whole and half dollar. I was doing a recap video yesterday, and I think I took it off, and it restarted the one that I had stopped with. It's tightening up the spread a bit. Man, I tried to get it at the even 25 there. 10 whole shares. All right. Let's do it. I'm at 25.16, 325.16, just getting in the game and playing it safe. We're gonna want to go over to either NVIDIA, AMD, possibly Tesla.
Halted on a circuit breaker at the high, 55%. Michael India, Michael India.
Yeah, so it is definitely stopped here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit of a profit right there. We're up to 117 on this stock, playing it real safe as it consolidates here to see if it's going to, it might just go short the rest of the day. So it might go straight down. Now, commonly, and the same guys will trade it down that are trading it up. Oh, okay, so I could have made more money there. But I am not going to go short up here, I will tell you that, because this is such an anomaly that I don't know what to think. Yeah, so I'm looking for custom indicators here, and I've got a lot of them. All right, let's see what happened from the open, if that actually gave me these from the open, or if it's okay. I don't know where I ended up. Wow, over $1 million on that. Is that going straight up? It is. Wow. I looked at the volume and I was like, holy crap. So it blew it. I just brought that in from the open and it already blew past the $10 mark on the whole $1.5. Okay, so we should have rode that higher. Now you get that FOMO feeling like, well, I got on it now. And then it could be a problem. So I will look for a dip back to the 330 if it's going to give it to me. Try to get in there at 02. It didn't and went up already 80 cents from that. Man, be careful with this one, guys. This is low share size. Just cut your losses quick if it goes against you. I have that hanging there, but I don't think it's going to get picked up. Yeah, now it's up to 31, so I'm going to cancel that. So the only way to really get in this, I think, is to do market. You wait for them to come down. I mean, the sure way to get in. You wait for the spread to tighten and then try to jump in. Oh, man. Look at it go, huh? Exciting. All right. That looked like it was tightening, so I went in for it. Just 10 shares, so I'm not. See if we can get to the 150 on this one stock. We'll play it low ball here. We'll play it nice and safe, guys. Nice and safe. Let's see if this is just going to keep going up. Now I can add to the share if I get enough away from this, a couple bucks up. I'll add. That's 34. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to add. If it hits 35, I'll add it to 20 shares. So this is, playing it high and adding high, but it actually went down. So I'm not going to add as it goes down, not on this stock. So, but what this did is it just basically sparked the whole market. So everything, whatever you're trading right now, is probably going up. Is what I'm thinking. Everything is green across the board. Baba isn't, which is weird. Alibaba. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Okay. Is it going to hurt me? Oh, drop below 100. Buy on the surge up, perhaps. Break 32. Yeah, I'll try that. I tried that on the surge up. Oops, not 120. More dangerous now with 20 shares that I don't, if it starts to go down, I'm just going to get out. Yeah, 10. Okay, I'm just going to get out. All right, so I lost money there. Okay, so this could be the end of it. So remember, cut it fast. There's no reason to hold it because you can just get right back in it again, So be careful. And that might just be a little pullback. You know, so I lost a little bit of money there, but it wasn't much. I'll lower this back down to 10. And I'm thinking about moving away from this stock right now because we are chasing something that we have no way of predicting. So it's only how you manage your share size and how you manage going in and out. That's all you got here, is just being careful. I mean, you know, eventually this is going to have to turn around. It's just not worth that many X its value. I mean, the news wasn't that good. God, I wish I would have held it now, of course. They raised it to 360 here, a buy to 360. Look at the news. UBS targets from 280 to 360.
Pulling back from the high, $12.86 now. Michael India up 47%.
Nvidia's up to 178. AMD dropped. Up from the close, but down from the open. We don't want to see that. I still have a swing on that. Hood is continually going up. I mean, this is fun to trade, but man, again, we're that's outside the $10 range when the whole $0.50 disappear. Yeah, it seems like, and this is convincing me that if I got in again to hold it, and then if that just kept going down, I would have lost all of that, which isn't that much. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is going to get away from this. So I did take a swing on this, so on another account. So I'm counting my money as this goes up, and it's going very well. And I have a stop in there for that's. A trailing stop. So hopefully you guys know about how to do those trailing stops. So your stop pulls up with you. I don't think it knocked me out anywhere here, so that's good. So I'm just making more and more money with a couple thousand shares. So anyway, so that's one way to handle these type of stocks, is a trailing stop. You just got to make it a pretty wide trail, so to speak, because this is moving many dollars at once. But let's get a look at some other stuff now, guys. So our fun is over there. Let's take a look at Hood. And you might want to stick with that stock. And good luck to you if you're doing it. So Hood went straight up. Let's see if we're getting some consolidation. We're into the 15 minutes in. Let's mark our first 5-minute breakout. Zooming in for like a little longer trading situation here, looking for a consolidation. So I'm going to mark the range of the 5, so we know if we're doing the, wow, look at it go. You get FOMO because it's like, oh, I'm missing the move. Nice. Look at the market's just so green. Yeah, let's go ahead and open up the 15-minute. So that's way up here now for that move. Here's the range of that one. Let's make that a little bit different color. Let's make that a real light yellowish kind of there. Okay, pretty. All right, so look at Hood just go. Oh my God, I don't think we're never going to come back to those levels. It reminds me of that heavy metal movie, Pretty. If you've ever seen that animated movie, that's quite an interesting movie. All right, we're going to get away from that. We're going to go to 100 shares. We're going to be long biased. We've got the whole $0.50. I don't have any historical data set up on this. Let me just make sure. Yeah, nothing to do here. Nothing to mark here. No fibs. I wouldn't go with the fibs. So we're just looking at intraday freestyle scalping and rely on the whole and half dollar and then the price action moving over here. Everything seems to be working finally for a change. So yeah, let's look for a dip down here at the 122 even, if we can get it. It's close enough. I'm going to get in right there. And that's just we're looking for the retracement up. So quick 20 bucks there. If it breaks this level here, which looks like 121.90, that would be, I'd want to wait for it to break back out to go long. Going by day trading volume 4, the breakout strategy, I would not want to trade it until it breaks back out. But it hasn't hit there yet, so now we're still trading up in this area. So we've got the breakout levels and the whole and half dollar, and then indicators. That's what we've got. The crossovers happen so fast. The market magnet is here. What are we doing here for the market magnet today? Yeah, so that's set up correctly. Hello, cat. Wow, nice. Come up here and muse me. Give me some good luck. It's been struggling in an hour to make 150 these days. With the lower share size. All right, this is really good what we're getting here. We can start setting some intraday support and resistance levels, ceilings and floors, once we see enough tweezer type moves. Like there's a tweezer move right there at this level below the, if it's really stopped, that's at the $0.75. You want to come up here and give me some good luck? Yeah? Welcome to the new people that are coming in. Feel free to trade along with me, but you need to do your own due diligence. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Okay, so if it breaks through there, we're looking for it to come back up again. Now, it's spread so small that I would probably just buy it long. I'm going to go ahead and go in there because it looks like it's going to make a move up. We're just going to take a small profit there. So that was $9. So this is just 100 shares, and it wasn't screaming upward move, so I just took a small profit. Now we can go short as it comes back up, and this is what we call channel trading based on day trading volume 1. Are you going to walk in front of my screen again? You better give me some good luck now. Yeah, okay. Can you move your ass out of my, there you go. I think cats feel that, okay, the market pulled up. The market magnet. So that's usually a sign this is going to go up if it breaks back through. I'm looking for it to break up here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and prematurely go in a little, which could be a problem. Got it at 89. That was a little premature on a breakout up. Out of that, that is the 15-minute breakout. Look at that. You pick me up. I should have just got out market, right? Pick me up. So 55 on that one. So if you read that strategy in day trading volume 4, which so many pros trade, they say it's like printing money. You never trade in between the breakout. You go short below it and long above it, and you get out. Well, you can get out at your leisure, but they usually recommend the first support or resistance level. So I did not wait for that. And I think the reason why is because of how it tortured me a little, like it wasn't going to go straight up. So now you're only supposed to go long above this. But if you're used to trading with me, I do a lot of retracement trading. I would tend to go short off this level, which is the $0.75, 22, based on the market magnet resistance and that ceiling that I created. But this should not be highly respected because it's intraday. So the historical data is not a lot of people. Now, you do have a liquidity pool dealing with the, okay, above it, and then the other one would be down here. So up here, there's a bit of liquidity. So let's see what's going to happen here. And then down here is the 5-minute breakout, that gray line, gray thing right down here, the kind of darker gray. That's the high and low of that. So they're backing right up to each other. What I don't have is the 30-minute pre-market one, but that would be way down here, guys, somewhere in this area. So we're out of where that would be. And there's 4 levels to set, and then they have what they call the Holy Grail, where you can trade throughout the day. So if this starts to grind, paying attention to these levels is pretty important. And you just take money every time you get a chance. You just wait and take money. It goes down, breaks through that, back up again. You also have the ATR here for support, which is great. So the magnet pulled back down. That's the market magnet, guys. It's an indicator you should have if you don't. I'm looking at the Scalp Pro here as well. I almost didn't come on this morning. They were just begging for me to trade Oracle, but I set, like I told you, I set a trailing stop. So here we go. So now we'd be buying on the way up. If it breaks back up here, we don't take a trade in here. So it broke the ATR. But we can go short off the 15-minute, but on the 5-minute, you're supposed to go long. So we have a conflicting situation here, you know. I would count the 15-minute as a stronger reading. It's going to break the ATR. Boy, normally I would just go right off that ATR and go in. That's at 2180. I think I might do that, guys. I'm going to have the ATR supersede the breakout if it goes up. But it's reject. The ATR is rejecting it. So it has to be strong to break that ATR. A lot of people. So that's why it would give me the courage to go in long if it broke it. But it's going to go test it again. Here it comes. I'm waiting. I want it to break it before I go long. Like I said, you're supposed to wait for it to break the top of that 15-minute if you're doing the breakout levels. I'm kind of combining the two, but it is okay. So there's a pattern that's going to turn it around right there. See that doji or inverted hammer? So that is a sign that it's going to go up, and it might break that ATR as it goes up. Magnets up here too. So most of the people are waiting for it up here. So let's see if it's strong enough. It's resting on the VWAP in the bottom of the market magnet. Things have slowed down quite a bit.
For July, expecting plus 0.2%. That's coming up in about 3 minutes at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, so compared to Oracle, this is nice and slow and easy and steady. Here it comes. Going to break that ATR. We'll jump in if it does. Looking at the 71. We're looking at, 64-ish, 65. Somewhere up into 2170, you'd see me jump into that. This price action is going to pull the magnet down, so that's not good. See it coming in here? This is fading it a little bit, but so it's a little worrisome to jump in. That's the only reason I didn't jump in there, was that price action right below. Should have gone in. This scared me, so because that's going to pull the magnet down. So most of your there it is. Most of your traders are down there now, but there's a bunch of confidence going in here. See it receding here and coming in here. Make sure it's set for today if you have the magnet on, not one day, today, and then you get a more accurate reading of what just passed. So yeah, I'm not going to jump on now. I missed the move. Did I just shut off my mic? I missed the move, so I feel like I'm chasing it, so I'm going to wait a minute now. Although, there's the breakout. I could still get in off that breakout. Almost made a bear flag there. That turns around and goes up. I will go up with it. Waiting for that. That's 30 seconds for that candle to close. We're right at the 22 even. Looking at the 22 even here. 122 even. There, it dropped back below. So as it goes back up toward the 22, I will pop in to try to ride the breakout up. Or I could go up from the ATR. I'm going to go up on the ATR. I'm going up there. It looks strong moving up, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a quick profit there. Or not. Should have just gone market. Darn. I had a profit, and I went for the most amount of money. Too bad. Yeah, the secret when you read like I'm reading is to make your moves quickly. So when it doesn't pick you up, there's always a danger. There's going to be a problem. So now I'm going to wait it out to see if it's going to recover. It's all the way down there, 10 cents. So that would be $60. So I'd be right about even money. See, it's hitting the resistance at the ATR. So give me a big slam up there again, where you just were. At least double digits on there. Expect some slippage here, so when you're doing market. Really slowing down. I've got it at 73. I'll just take it there. That wasn't much at all. Did I actually lose money? I don't think so. I'm not sure. It was going to fade, so I got out. See? So that was the thing. I saw it swaling up here. I'm just like, get out for less money. Don't wait. And that's what I did. Now, really, you shouldn't take a trade in the middle here, but this ATR is making me think differently about how to maybe ride some scalping here. Otherwise, you should really wait for it to break to reveal its direction on the breakout, 15-minute breakout. We're already 10 o'clock. Wow, that was fast. That's because I started later today. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing good. We've already made our goal. So if you've made your goal with me, you should probably just shut down your computer. I'll stick on a little longer for people who are still not quite there yet. I'm definitely trading with the large cap boys today. So I will be leaving fairly soon, but we can trade a little longer. Kind of wish we should. So we did good on this. We got 58 on this. We got 100 and something on Oracle, right? I wonder what Tesla's doing here. So Nvidia's pulling back. So everything's kind of pulling back a little bit from its grand opening. Oh God, not CoreWeave. That's going crazy, huh? What's going on with that? Let's take a look at that. Okay. My God, look at that. Straight up out of the $1.50 range. Do we have a tradable? We've lost our $1.50 things unless we readjust that, which I always hate doing. Let me get a look at the 5-minute here. How much is this moving actually before I go into too much? It's got a big spread. It's our news. All right. Oracle's not hitting my scanner, so I'm just curious. Okay, so it kind of slowed down from where it was, huh? Kind of stayed. So that was kind of it, right? Now, this might drop off all day. It's something to think about. Yeah, so that could have really got us there. That's what I was worried about. You keep thinking it's going to go long, and then that happens. So now it's just like every other stock. You're consolidating, although it's got a big range. But it is kind of like every other stock now. So you don't get sucked into it. Let me go back to CoreWeave for a minute. Which means you can trade it really well still. It's not that phenomenal thing that was happening. You got to know when to let go, when to just slow down, and really should be the way you feel about it all the time. So the market's kind of turning around. It hasn't shown it yet, but I'm just looking at the scanners. Everything's dropping. Like AMD's $3 off. It's open. NVIDIA is just $1 up instead of $2 up. CoreWeave is still $11 off of its open here. Palantir is right at its open. Robinhood is $2 above its open. Some of the ones we might want to look at, I'm just looking at here. This is our biggest spread, actually, a 14-cent average spread it's got on the scanner. So this might be doing some real retracement action here. So hesitant to go long on it right now. But you can make money instantly if you guess it right, a short amount of money just because of the spread. And it's got a lot of volume. It should pick you up. With 100 shares, 50 shares, no problem. I'm just waiting. I need it to reveal a little bit more to me here, guys, before I try to trade this. But I am thinking about trading this. I kind of like the spread on it. Here's where we had sort of a breakout right at that level. That's where the 20 is. Turned around right there. You're right at the height of the market magnet. There's all your most price actions right there. That's just happened. So we could get some support here at the 21 if it's just not doing a straight retracement down. So let me try it. The spread's tightening. If it hits I'm going to wait for it to get down here a little bit before I go in it. I'm thinking about going long even though it's going down right now. Yeah, I was thinking about going long at the 21. Wow. Hit the magnet, broke the 20. I'm going to hang on a second. Yeah, it might not be done going down here. Second green candle going up would be a better spot. It's just the spread will make it hard to get in. And I'm not going to chase it down. So now look at how the volume has dropped. Over 100,000 since I last looked at it. We were starting to watch it over here. Sellers definitely in complete control here still. So going long back at the 21 would have been a bad move. Now we got a previous fib we're about to hit. And the oscillator says you need to turn around. Target going down is 86, going up is only 38. That kind of says it all, like don't go up right now. And the volume increased as it was going down. Still has 20 seconds more. A lot of sellers piling on here. It's interesting to try to chase it down, honestly. Maybe sell if it hits 120, go short. Went to 95. Oh, is there going to be a sign that it's going to turn around there? Looks like it's going to go right back down. Wow, look at that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop into that. That might be a bad move, but $15, you know, quick one. You can expect a bit of a retracement on a move like that. I wasn't going to overstay my welcome, as you can see. I would be hurting, so I just got in and out really quick. And the magnet pulled up, which means it's going to continue to go up. That could be the turnaround that we've been looking for to go long. So I want the next candle. We got 10 seconds left. Next candle breaks through that. It would be interesting to go long with this now to see it come back up. Stopped at the 120, 121, just real tight there. Keeps pulling back, trying to break the 121, which you don't see there, but I see it on the level 2. Careful on trading a pullback here for the dip because it might just keep going for all the way back down. So this is a tweezer move. We should definitely mark that on a pattern. See if we can catch the... So that might have just been a brief retracement. Went down a whole dollar already. That's in the 64 range. Could have already made money on that trade. If I took that trade as it dipped, yeah, came all the way back up. This is a good sign for it to go up if it makes another green and breaks this level. Oh, that's not a good sign, though. Okay. I mean, I'm looking at very short-term analysis here. Buyers just didn't even make half the volume. Sellers are taking back over, so risky to buy the bid down here. The data doesn't support getting in this right now for a long. It's changing its stripes. Let's see. This is great. This would be great to continue to trade, I think. So it's, you know, through the day, guys, you might want to keep an eye on this one to maybe trade. But we did make our goal already. I did on this end. I'm sure since Charlie's down there, she has made thousands of dollars. She felt she was ready for the bigger move. Let's see. Instead of the boring old professor trading with low share size now. Hopefully you guys are learning so before you try to graduate to larger share size. Guys and gals. But I did, like I said, I put in my trailing stop, so I think it actually knocked me out. I saw the drop, so I've made my money. I think I made like 8K. A quick calc from looking at it on that stock, so that's good. I have a 5K goal. Wow, thinking about it there, guys. Thinking about it there. I think I'm going to wait for it to see if it hits the fib. Yeah, it slowed down here, allowing me to get out even on a bad trade, so a bad position. So now I'm more worried about going long, even on a dip, because the way it's not retracing enough to even get me out with $10. Oh, excuse me. So I definitely made my goal. I was signaled, so pressure's off. Let's see if that's enough to start turning it around. We're not sure why it went up in the first place is the thing. Not really a catalyst. Yeah, I don't know. I'm finding it to be more difficult to trade if it keeps doing this and doesn't. I was hoping it might come up into this channel here, like between these two light blue lines, which is recent historical data, so it's a lot to expect from it. So I was going to say, look at the $19 even. Wow. Try to catch a small retracement here. I'm looking at the level 2, so I could have got it already. Okay. So it is giving me opportunities if I guess wrong here on the bid. All right, I'm going to go for it. Didn't pick me up. Reassessing there. Had it picked me up, I had to move, but it didn't pick me up. So, darn. Really wanted to pick me up there. I had it way down here. I was trying to grab it. Thinking about going short off that level now. Most likely it won't make the top of that level. So near the 50 cent, if it gets up there, I will go short near this gray line. It tapped it for a second. I hadn't really thought about going short right then, but really? It didn't pick me up. Reassessing. Again, I had it 70 cents. I would have made the money, but it didn't pick me up. The spread's so high, I've got to stay to ask and bid here. Darn. 2 good trades just didn't get picked up. So I guess they're not good trades if you can't call it right. It should have picked me up, but 67 on the ask, 70. The more it flirts with breaking that, the more worried I get going short on it. Making a flat top there. Still short bias right now. I would be short biased on this. It's going to break it. That's the thing. It just keeps pounding. Seems like it's going to go head up to it. So I'd be looking more toward like the 120 now to go short. There's a doji reversal sign. Okay, I took it down. All right, now we look to buy the bid down there. See if it broke that tweezer move all the way, it'd be like at 33, 35 cents. Right, here's what we look at. We're nowhere near it. Again, going long is more risky than going short right now with this particular stock. Okay. Again, I was going to say, pick me up. All right, 13, 14 bucks there. Quick retracement in case it's still going to slide downward. I just look. Wow, and I definitely called that right to just take your money and get out. Stopped dead at the VWAP, then it broke 118. Boom. So we're over here on the 5-minute and it's not. So this is near where it was really open right down here, but 110. Wow, $7 up. So I don't know enough about this stock to go deep into the analysis here. I'm just looking at immediate action. There's a 50 moving average, which should definitely be a support to go long down here. 116.74. That's $1.50 away. This level, you know, it stopped for a bit there. If you look on the 1 minute, you probably see a lot of consolidation over here. Yeah, this area. Yeah, I was kind of in the middle of that consolidation. So there's a lot of people hanging around here. Wow. So that's definitely a dragonfly pushing this the other direction. $118 is holding it firm. I mean, the Oracle earnings were okay, but man, and just, I mean, they were good, but to move it that much, it just shows you that people are really bullish right now. You know, everybody's so bullish that it's not ready for it to deflate, you know. Most of the news coming out, you listen to the news, it was like everybody was saying, you know, we're still going up even though there was that pullback. So when you see the mega caps start to go back to where they were a couple weeks ago, you know, everything's going to get lifted. Okay. I'm going to see where I can go short here. I'm going to look to go short here. So there's the 50 cents. We'll go past that. That's level 3. So that's this one here on the 5 minute, which is nothing. It's a 1 minute flat top, but nothing on the 5. The first one on the 5 is way up there, 121.19. Way up here is a more solid looking one on the 5 minute. I didn't do the breakout levels on this, but here's your 5 minute breakout level right there. That's the top of it, the 63. So that's working as it should. Let's see what we got going here, guys. I think most people are jumping to more exciting stocks. I really thought this was going to give us something. But we've been green on everything, so that's good. I think I had one negative trade, but stayed green on Oracle. Okay. Get up to 119, and you'll see me think about shorting this. Volume just dropped 100K since this guy. It's been keeping steady at just over 200K per. But the buyers didn't make it to the top, so there's not a serious amount of confidence here. So there it is. Tempting. I want to see a rejection. Ooh, look at that go. Whoa, now you got it going. I'm going to take that at the next 50 cent. Did I get it? No, it's taking too long. I'm going to get out. Because it broke it. That's why. It took too long. You got to reassess. Could have made the trade. That would have been a great trade. Ask bid. Yeah, 30-cent trade.
Oracle high with 341.23, now at $335. Up about 39%. That's Oscar Romeo Charlie Lima.
Now I got it. I feel I'm in a very good position for a retracement there. There we go. All right. That was a $20-something trade at least. Maybe that was $30, right? That was at 28. Was that? I can't remember what I'm at, but so that worked out good. This spread is giving us some great opportunities if you call it right, and then get in and get out right too. So, but there are opportunities here traded correctly that you could just, if that was 500 shares, if I'd been trading 5, it would have picked up just as easily. The number of shares. There's enough volume here. It's no problem. All right, so let's look at a bigger perspective. 15 minutes just turning green. This is basically, this could be making a bear flag. Let's see if this is going to try. I mean, it's got a long way to retrace, all the way up to 124. Look at it go, huh? I'm not going to touch this for a minute. 120.50. Be your next spot to think about it, to go short. Or you could just, ride it up. Oops, what's that doing? Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. Sometimes that other button makes me click that. I don't know why. That's on OBS. It does a setting. So there was a rejection up there. Got all the way up to 38. Makes me more inclined to try it up there at the 120 again. To short it. To short is what I'm talking about. Remember, do your own due diligence about how you feel. There's enough retracement action here that if I can get it about a big jump right above 120, like maybe 120, yeah, in that area, I'm going to give that a shot. Didn't pick me up, didn't pick me up, didn't pick me up. I'm done playing that reindeer game. All right. Would have picked me up maybe right there and given me 16 cents. Yep.
GameStop at the intraday high now, up about 7% off Michael Echo.
GameStop. Stop. Jesus. What's going on with that? Oh, I made a lot of money on that stock back in the day. Wow. So that was the rejection. That would have been the spot. It just didn't get picked up.
Broadcom hitting a new high, 369.50. Broadcom shares up about 10%. Alpha Victor Golf Oscar.
Okay, guys. I'm going to see. I'll try one more stock. This one's it's staying steady here at this, but it's going to take a while to create something that I can use. Let's see, how's Hood doing? Hood's going back up again. All right, let's take a look at Hood. Got 58 on that so far. Let's see if the consolidation pattern is worthy of another shot here. Yeah, it keeps breaking out. Boy, definitely going by the 15-minute breakout, huh? What am I doing here? Let me take a look. Oh, so 218. So we're way over the goal right now. So and it's 10:25. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Thanks for being with me. I'll try to get out another video. I'm not sure it's going to be either today or tomorrow. I hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you soon. So go green out there, guys.